Alright, this is a playable hand. Um, Generally, to have a playable hand with this deck, you need to have one of these boys. Um, Really good card. It does some funny things. And it's the crux of the combo. Now we just need to get ourselves 2 more lands. And, I mean, they're playing the life gain deck, which means that we will probably win this game. If we don't mess up our draws. It's a little bit, it's a thing. That's okay. Yeah, so I could just wait here until I get enough lands, or I can play this Tormod script, counter it, and it'll create true treasure tokens. It's a little bit risky, because it means that some other stuff might not pull out down the line, but at the moment we're not, like, in the death range, so I might as well go for it. I'll probably combo off next turn. Yep, because or else I die. Do we take this? Yeah, we just take this. I mean, there's no change if he dies. In fact, it kind of makes another thing easier. So we might as well. Alright, that's pretty good as well. So first step is we play Song of Creation. Song of Creation makes that whenever we play another card, we draw 2 cards. And then the second trick is that you just fill the deck with cards that cost 0. And you just go through the entire deck. We can even do the same trick that we did earlier. Grant ourselves a bit more mana. And draw a bunch of cards. Time Twister is important, only to like refill our hand. Well, it's actually not really to refill our hand, it's to refill our graveyard. Because, or not our graveyard, our deck. Because eventually our deck will run out of cards. We don't want to die because of that. Mox Amber sadly doesn't do very much for us right now because we don't have our legendary creature. We do have a legendary creature inside the deck. Time Walk lets us take an extra turn. Currently, we're good to restart the combo if we need, which is great. Lots of security in this combo. Once it gets going, it's very hard for it to stop. I'd have to mess up pretty big. Whenever we're playing card, we're just drawing 2 cards, and the goal right now is to keep playing these Moxen cards. So cards that start with Mox, because it'll slowly grant us a little bit more mana, and then we can spend all that mana to cast a really big snake, or Chamber Sentry. About 24 cards left in deck. I think the goal is I'm going to go for another one of these guys. Yep. Put more of the Mox inside the deck. Then once we're running short on cards, I'm going to play the Time Twister. Short on cards or time, I should say, because eventually the game does say enough to your shenanigans and says, yeah, you better finish your turn now. But the game doesn't. One of the kind of issues with that makes the combo work is that the game doesn't consider like different turns to have the same like timer on it. So you can effectively just take infinite time doing this combo because the game doesn't just rush you. And they can, which is honestly, it's pretty legitimate.